What's up guys, I'm James, and welcome back to the Great Gambino channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Masters of the Universe Mini Battle Armor Skeletor and Mossman 2-pack. Mattel has recently showed off additions in this line at the 2019 PowerCon, and it got me excited enough to make this purchase from Big Bad Toy Store. Here's the item in the box. We can flip it around back and see the marketing. So far, it looks pretty good, but let's go ahead and take it out of the package so we can get a closer look. We can see both figures here are excellent 2-inch recreations of the original 5-inch figures, with an added fun art style giving the characters bigger arms and tiny little legs. It creates an almost comical twist while maintaining almost everything we love about the 80s versions. This set is a second in a series of 6 and was originally released in 2014. Out of all the characters released, this set is my favorite as I've always been a fan of Mossman, and when I was a kid, Battle Armor Skeletor was the first version of Skeletor I've ever owned. Focusing on Mossman, we see that he is fully flocked. It's thick and does not seem to fall off while handling the figure. I'll give you a little bio on the character based off the Classics line. Mossman, heroic spy and master of camouflage. Thought of for many centuries to be an urban legend, the creature called Mossman was in fact an ancient Eternian nature god and ally to King Grayskull. During the rise of Skeletor and the subsequent battles with Snake Men and Horde invaders, Mossman often joined forces with the Masters of the Universe, helping to protect freedom for all forms of life. He was instrumental in helping them win the second ultimate battleground, using his powers over plant life and his fur of forest green to fool and frustrate his wicked foes. The original 80s version, along with the classic reissued version of Mossman, were given a pine scent to represent the forest. This particular figure does not have that scent. While we're on the subject, check out this pine-scented Mossman air freshener that Mattel was giving out at PowerCon this year. They also gave out some pretty cool blow-up power swords. I'm not going to be able to fit the entire thing on camera at once, but I'll show it quick. PowerCon was a blast, and if you haven't seen my recent video of the event, I will have a link down below. My wife and I really enjoyed ourselves at all the different booths, playing games and taking in all the different things you can see and purchase. I actually picked up a Super 7 Filmation version of Fisto, who happens to be my favorite character in the MOTU line. I've decided that I'm just going to leave this one sealed in the display box. The original 5-inch Mossman character was released in 1985 as part of Wave 4, and was packed with a mace weapon very similar to the one we see here. With this version, a shield has also been included. It has some really good details and adds to this Forest Friend of Eternia's theme. Moving on to Battle Armor Skeletor, the color of his chest armor is perfect, with a mild sparkle speckled throughout the purple color, giving it a metallic look. The original 5-inch figure was released in 1984 and featured a rotating bat symbol on the chest piece that would appear to be damaged as it rotated. It was based off of the Hot Wheels Crack-Up car line that was released the same year. If we look here at this 2-inch figure, the bat on the chest is fixed and does not have this feature. I'll give you a little bio on the character based off of the Classics line. Battle Armor Skeletor, evil lord of destruction. Using dark magic taught by Hordak, Skeletor occasionally creates new forms of armor and weapons to outmaneuver the Masters of the Universe. His battle armor was first created to help Skeletor penetrate through the Mystic Wall in order to kidnap Adora and secretly clone the Sorceress of Grayskull. The original armor was destroyed by Olar after 3 strikes with his mighty battle axe, sending Skeletor back behind the wall. Skeletor reformed the armor 20 years later in an effort to combat a similar battlesuit now worn by He-Man. Although lacking the mystic qualities of the original, his new armor was stronger and more powerful. Skeletor, evil lord of destruction, is now protected by his magic battle armor. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the accessories included with this 2-inch figure. Here we have Skeletor's purple sword, and if you look close, you can notice the same glitter style speckling throughout the sword, matching his body armor. Also included is Skeletor's Havoc Staff, and this one appears to have more of a matte purple finish. Each 2-character set in this wave will come with a small portion of a Castle Grayskull diorama that you can put together as you collect the pieces. Unfortunately, it looks like the top peg on mine is slightly bent. Hopefully it will still connect if I collect all of them. Taking a quick look at the articulation, we have rotating arms, a rotating head, and swivel at the waist. The legs are fixed and do not move. Here's a side-by-side shot of Mossman next to an American quarter to give you a better representation of the scale. Alright, that's going to wrap up this review of the Mossman and Battle Armor Skeletor Mini 2-pack. I really enjoyed researching and reviewing for this one, and the amount of detail included in these 2-inch figures is really impressive. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video and sticking with me until the end. I really do appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.